you have guests that are staying over your house for just one night and they don't want you to get up and make a huge breakfast, yet you don't want them to leave on an empty stomach? Let me show you how to make these easy rainbow fruit cups. Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you a quick on-the-go breakfast item that you can make for your guests, and I'll tell you how this kind of originated. We stay in coastal Georgia and we have a lot of our friends and family who are either traveling to get to Florida or on their way back up from Florida, and they just basically need a place to crash. And when they get here, they just immediately tell me, do not get up and cook all of this food because we have to get on the road in the morning. Now, I'm kind of sad by it because I love to cook, I love to entertain, and I will get up and I'll make grits, eggs, bacon, sausage, breakfast casserole, French toast, whatever I'm feeling, that's what I'll make, and I'll just do a really large spread. But I kind of understand their point because when we are traveling, after like 2 hours, I'm like, oh my gosh, when are we going to get there? And I don't like to make a whole bunch of stops either. So I don't want them to have to keep stopping at different fast food restaurants. So I just kind of make a quick fruit cup for them just to kind of carry them over to at least lunchtime or until at least they reach their destination. And I want to share this with you today, so let's go ahead and get started because we're making rainbow fruit cups. Okay, so in order to get started with our rainbow fruit cups, we'll need some honey, and I have vanilla extract here, but if you have vanilla paste or a vanilla bean, that will work also. We have some green grapes, some red grapes, some strawberries, blueberries, and the Halo Cutie oranges, and we also have some pineapples. And in the event they really need to get on the road and they don't have time, I have some to-go cups with the lid, some forks that they can take with them, and napkins, and also we have some little bags that I'll show you at the end with the handle that you can pick up from the dollar store that they can just slip it in the bag and take with them and get on the road. So you need to cut up your pineapples, and I've already peeled the oranges, and we also need to cut our strawberries in slices, and we also need to cut our green and red grapes vertically in slices. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and get everything ready to assemble. Okay, so we have everything all sliced that needed to be sliced. I sliced my strawberries vertically, so we have those here, and I also sliced the green grapes vertically and the red grapes here vertically. And so now we're going to make our honey and vanilla mixture here. And just a quick tip, make things easy for you. Now I have everything lined up here the way I'm going to assemble it. So for example, I'm going to put my honey and vanilla mixture here, and then at the bottom will be my strawberries, followed by the halos, the pineapples, the green grapes, the blueberries, and the red grapes, so that I don't have to keep like going back and forth. I just kind of make a chain and just start like a chain going around, so it'll make it easier for me. So let's go ahead and make our honey and vanilla mixtures to go with our rainbow fruit cups. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add about 1/4 cup of honey. And as I'm doing this, you can adjust the amount of honey based on the amount of fruit cups that you make. And you do not want to you don't want to drown the fruit in honey. You just want to kind of coat it. So I'm just putting the honey in here, and then I'm going to add like a teaspoon of vanilla in here, and I am going to give it a good stir because it's just to add just like a little bit of sweetness to the breakfast fruit cups. Like, you don't want it to like overwhelmingly be sweet because it is supposed to be a good breakfast, a good powerful breakfast for you. So we're going to put in, I think I'll put in like half a teaspoon of vanilla, and then I will give it a really good stir to get everything kind of mixed in, and then we'll start like coating our fruit based on how we're going to assemble the fruit cups. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of how I'm going to coat the fruit. I won't do it for each fruit because I don't want the video to be too long, but basically what I'm going to do is just add a few strawberries in like this. Don't add the whole bowl, just a few at a time, and have another bowl handy and ready. So I'm just going to give it a quick coat, and then I'm going to put it in another bowl just so it can kind of like drain off, and then I'm going to do that for each fruit. Okay, so what I opted to do was to not coat each fruit with honey because I just didn't want it to be too sweet. And here's another tip that I tell my kids and anyone that cooks: whatever you're making, whether it's a beverage, whether it's a food, taste your food before you serve it to your guests, because if it doesn't taste right to you, it probably won't taste right to them. And I just didn't want it to be too sweet, so I coated the strawberries, I coated the halos, and I also coated the blueberries because I think that's enough sweetness, and just with a nice touch of vanilla. And what I did was I put spoons in each one because I don't want to get my hands all sticky from the honey. So I figured when you do this, you're doing this not to be spending a lot of time. This should be quick, it should be easy, so I can just, like I say, form an assembly line of all the cups, take the spoons, and just layer the fruit for my guests. So let's go ahead and let's get our fruit cups all assembled. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get everything layered. We'll start off with our strawberries here. And the way that I remember the rainbow back in school was Roy G. Biv. And so we're going to do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So we'll go ahead and we'll get everything layered so that we can assemble our fruit cups. Okay, so I get so excited because to me these are so pretty, so yummy, and I just want to eat one myself. But anyway, we have all of our fruit cups assembled. Now you can do one of two things. This is about halfway full. If you wanted to, you can repeat the process, start off with red again and go up to the top, or you can just leave it as is. What I will do today, I'm just going to leave it as is. And if you look right here in the bottom, you see that nice honey vanilla, but these look so pretty, so much like the rainbow. Okay, so here are our rainbow fruit cups all ready to go. And just little small things you can do will definitely add a special touch for your guests. For example, normally if any of my guests stop by during the week, I get up at 4:30 every morning to go to work, and if I'm unable to see them off, I'll just do things like leave a little sign, and as you can see here, it says good morning and have a safe trip. And before I leave, I'll just kind of set up everything. And one thing that I like to do also is when guests come and they're on a schedule, I like to ask them what time do they plan on leaving out, and that way it can better help me to prepare the morning prior. But you can make these the night before and just keep them in the refrigerator, and depending on what time they leave, just set them out for them. Or if they have time, they can eat it here. We have some napkins, and I just picked up these flowers from our local grocery store. Like I said, just small things add a special touch. Okay, so here I have one of the bags I was talking about earlier in the video that you can pick up from the dollar store, and I have a few here laid out. But basically, if they are on a time schedule and really don't have a lot of time, they can pick up one of these bags. They can grab a rainbow cup, because like I said, I already have the lids on there so that they won't waste. And they can grab a napkin, a fork, and I have some extra napkins here, and they can continue to stay on their schedule, because I do know how it is when you're just like either ready to get to the place or ready to get home. And like I said, this is something quick, and it'll hold them over. Okay, so there is no right or wrong way to this recipe. You can change it and substitute fruits depending on the season that you're in and the fruits that you like or what your guests like. Because I'll tell you a really quick story about me. The fruit of strawberry. I do not like strawberries, but I like the flavor of strawberry. Like, I will not eat a strawberry, but I love a strawberry milkshake. So let me know in the comments below if any of you are like that. And for example, if you don't like oranges, you can substitute them for cantaloupe. If you don't like pineapples, you can put a banana in there. It's all about what you like and your preference, or what your guests like. And as always, thank you for watching this video. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it can give you some ideas. And also share this video with your family and friends. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also let me know in the comments if you're like me, like you like a flavor of a fruit but don't like the actual fruit. And also, if you're not a subscriber, we would love to have you as a subscriber, and ensure that you tap the bell so you can definitely receive notifications when we post a new video. And again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.